Guys, my name is Agustin Marquez and today I'm gonna talk about smart car buying for the Johnson family. This project focuses on helping a young family from Huntsville, Alabama, make the best possible decision when buying a new car. The Johnsons are a young married couple with infant twins, so their situation is very unique. Marcus works as a plumber and already has a work truck, so the new car will be mainly used by Alicia, who works as a payroll specialist. Because of that, the vehicle they choose needs to be reliable, safe, affordable, and practical for daily family use. Before looking at a specific car, it's important to understand their priorities. With two newborn safety features like airbag, child seat anchors, and good crash test ratings become a top concern. Another priority is space, since they need room for two car seats, a stroller, and all the things that come with having babies. Fuel efficiency and maintenance costs also matter because the family is still growing and needs to manage their budget carefully. In the first photo, we see the Johnsons at the Toyota leadership talking to a salesperson. This represents the first major step of the smart buying process: research and comparison. Instead of buying the first car they see, the idea is that they compare different models, ask questions, and evaluate which vehicle best fits their needs. The goal is send chatbots to buy a car, is to make a smart financial decision. That includes checking prices, considering financing options, and calculating long-term costs such as insurance and gas. As we can see in the second photo, family plays a central role in this project. The Johnsons aren't just buying a vehicle, they are investing in comfort and protection for their twins. A smart car choice will make daily life easier, safer, and more efficient.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah Sanders, and I'm going to be talking about the two slides I chose for the Toyota Project slideshow for the Johnson family. One is going to be talking about the goals for a new car, which I have shown right here. And the next one, when I show it, is going to be what car they're going to be buying. So the first slide is about the goals for a new car. The Toyota RAV4 XLE is a versatile and reliable SUV that aligns well with the Johnson's short-term and long-term goals. The spacious interior, good on gas mileage, and durable construction make it an excellent choice for a growing Johnson family. This SUV can provide the safety, reliability, and practicality that Johnsons are seeking, while also being a long-lasting investment that can help build the credit and withstand high mileage they plan to put on it each year. So for this next slide is for what car. So as I mentioned previous, they're going to be buying the RAV4 XLE 2022. The RAV XLE is a trim level that builds on a base model with enhanced comfort and convenience features. It includes a 8-way power adjustable driver seat, dual zone automatic climate control, and keyless entry with push to start button. So basically, pretty sure everyone knows a push to start car. You just click the button and you're ready to go. But if not, as in an older car, you would need your key. You turn it all the way to your right, and that's how you get your car started. But with this one, it's a push of a button and you're on your way. Thank you for listening, and my name is Jeremiah Sanders.
Hello, I'm Carrie Wyke, and I will be covering the budget breakdown in our slide presentation along with the leasing versus financing calculation slides. So our given scenario was a married couple with 2 kids who bring home $150,000 a year, which is equivalent to $12,500 a month. And with them being located in Huntsville, Alabama, we estimated their taxes to be a little short of $3,000, coming up with $9,642 available a month to spend on all of their expenses. We were given that they spend $2,900 on their mortgage each month, along with $300 a week in childcare, which is $1,200 a month, and other monthly obligations of $1,500, which we decided to put towards utilities, internet, cable, any expenses towards the home. And then this wasn't a realistic enough budget for a married couple with kids, so we decided to add other expenses like their groceries, gas, any emergencies, car insurance, and that comes out with total expenses equaling $8,826 and leaves us with $816 left over each month for a car payment. Another important assumption that we made is that this family drives 15,000 miles a year with their new car, which will become important when we look at our leasing analysis. So once we decided on the Toyota RAV4 as being our car, we went to the Huntsville dealership website and found a used 2022, and its sales price was $25,000. And we had to add that $8,000 that we lost on the other vehicle, which brings us to a sales price of $33,587. We used this auto loan calculator, as you can see, and we plugged that number in, and we also had taxes and fees. It's not checked, but it was checked, and a down payment of $2,000, which was also given in our scenario, and we come up with a total loan amount of $34,587. We did some research and found that an interest rate for a used car with a 740 credit score to be 9.39%, and the loan term was 60 months. And that brings us to a monthly payment of $724.53. And when we did the research for a new Toyota RAV4 to lease, we came up with the sales price being $32,709. And then again, because we have a loss on our other car, we had to add that $8,000 to give us the total sales price of $40,709, which we went to a leasing calculator this time. We found an interest rate of 5.18%, and on the website it says the lease is for 36 months. Inputted all of that information, and we got a monthly payment of $1,253, which obviously does not fit the budget. But because we also made the additional assumption that they will be driving 15,000 miles a year, this car had a 12,000 mile limit per year. And so we found that it would be 35 cents if it was over, for each mile over, which is an extra $1,050, which is $87.50 a month. And that brings the total to even higher of $1,340 for our leasing option.
Hi everybody, my name is Juan. This is my part of the project. I'm gonna explain the difference between financing and leasing, and why financing in this case make more sense for Johnson's family. A quick context: we know Johnson's family is a young couple with two twins living in Huntsville. Marcus, the parent, already has his own truck, so this new car is mainly for Alicia, and they want something readable, safe, spacious, but also something that fits their budget. So that's why we picked the Toyota RAV4, because it's good mileage, lots of room, and it's a car that is like the best for them. Now the real question is, should they finance or lease? So the main difference is, when you finance, you actually buy the car through a loan. That's That's basically what it is. And the other case, leasing, is most likely to rent a car. Leasing option is gonna be kind of like renting, because you don't actually, at the end, you have zero ownership. The maintenance coverage is 100% covered, and mileage and limits are gonna be on you too. So if you go to the next slide, we see that exactly difference. With financing, in this case, you're gonna have a 60-month loan at 9.39 interest. You're gonna pay around 724 per month, and after 5 years, the car is gonna be completely theirs. They can use it, sell it, whatever they want. It becomes an asset for the family. But in the other case, in the leasing case, on the other hand, we have this option is going to be 36 months, is short term, 5.18% of interest, but the payments comes about being almost the double, 1,253 a month. So after 3 years, what happens is they have to return the car, no ownership, no value. So this is like a really important thing. With these calculations, we end up, with the actual value the car is going to have, what the value they have to pay. That's the tools we use to determine it. And then our conclusion is like they can only afford to finance, because what they need to think about the family situation. The leasing comes with mileage limits, possible fees for damages, and wear and treat. And with little kids, it's almost guaranteed it's going to happen. So putting all together, the cost, their family, the situation, their long-term goals, Johnson's can only afford to finance. It gives them lower monthly payment, more flexibility, and the ownership at the end. And that's why financing for us, the conclusion is that is going to be the best option.
Here's my conclusion. Right now, the best option is financing because it is the only choice that realistically fits the budget. Financing lets you make constant monthly payments and still move toward eventually owning the car outright. That means you are building long-term value instead of constantly paying for something that you'll never own. Another benefit is that you avoid extra fees or charges that usually come with leasing. You also do not have the stress of wear and tear or unexpected damages that can happen when you have young kids in the car. Once the car is yours, then there's more freedom and fewer restrictions compared to the leasing. Overall, restrictions is the most practical and cost-effective option for the situation, and it sets you up for full ownership in the future. Another key point is to consider the long-term financial stability that comes with financing. When you are making payments for something, you will eventually own it. Every dollar is into your asset. Over time, that creates more security because once it is paid off, you no longer have a monthly car note at all. That is something leasing can never offer. Financing also gives you more control over how you use the car. You don't have to worry about mileage limits, turning the vehicle in early, or being charged for things outside of your control. You can drive freely and use the car however your lifestyle requires. In the long run, this choice supports reliability, independence, and a better return on your money. That is what makes financing the best overall decision for the situation.